Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction or read through for Beast Complex chapter, at least chapters 8 and 9. I might go a bit further than that. The reason I say I'm not sure yet is because I've made some decisions with this series. I'm going to do videos every other week for right now just because I have a bunch of other videos and projects I'm trying to work on and get done. So because of that, I'm going to do this every other week from now on, but I'm going to do maybe like 30 minutes to an hour, however many chapters I feel like doing. So it might be 2 chapters, I might go all the way to 4 chapters, I don't know. I'll do it every other week, but I'm going to do just a solid handful of chapters every time I do a video. But before I got into this week, I went back and reread chapter 115 of Beastars, since I know there's going to be more of the hidden Condo characters from last chapter. From last chapter, I can assume there's going to be more hidden Condo characters, probably other background characters from Beastars proper. So I went back and reread that, and it just reminded me how much I love the dynamic between Legosi, Zagwan, and Sebun. I really, really like their dynamic, and I wanted to see more of the hidden Condo characters, so I'm glad we're getting that here. And it made me think further. I was like, if we're getting them here, this is like Beast Complex could end up being even better than Beastars for me, because it lets Padu write about this world and all these characters without having to worry about a main plot like with Beastars. Padu can just go off and we can get a chapter about, what was her name, Cosmo, the one stripper. We could get a chapter about Ai, if you remember Ai. We could get one about like some epilogue type stuff. We could get a chapter about Riz and Pino, which would be really, really cool. I'd really like to see that. Or one about what Meron's doing in prison now. Maybe if he somehow reconnected with his father or learned the truth or how that affects him. The most recent chapter as of recording this is called like The Grey Wolf and the Spotted Seal or something like that. So I think that might actually be about Legosi and Zagwan. So again, we could jump more into what's going on with Goheen. One thing that I always wanted to see in Beastars with Goheen that we kind of transitioned away from his character and never got to see was the story of him and his family, like how things fell apart there, or if now that the, especially at the ending, now that the back alley market's kind of done being what it was and he's moved on to being a regular doctor, if he could reconnect with his wife, and I think he had a kid as well. I would love to see him reconnect with his family, like a Goheen chapter about that would be amazing. Or one thing that I always complained about in Beastars was how, like, Rokame got introduced and seemed like they'd be very, very important, and then we never ever saw them, like, even once again. We could get a chapter about Rokame and that would be amazing. Like, there's so much opportunity to fully develop some of these side characters more, tell side stories, bring back in characters from previous Beast Complex chapters. Like, what was his name? Osmo, I think, the Bat from before, or Meg the Black Panther. Bringing back in some of these characters again, maybe pairing them with different characters, messing with the timeline, showing stuff way in the past like we did with Gon, or stuff more set in the future. I love this idea. Like, we could even have like a random story with Haru and Legosi's kids like 15-20 years in the future or something randomly. There's just so much that can be done with Beast Complex that makes me really excited. Like, if Padu just decides, even if she does other projects, to keep doing chapters of Beast Complex every here and there, like, this could be amazing. I could end up liking it even more than Beastars, which is currently my favorite manga, just because the individual chapters so far have been so great, and I just think it gives Padu so much freedom to tell these amazing single chapter stories and to flesh out this world and the characters that live in it more without worrying about, we need to focus. Like she couldn't do that with Beastars, because it's like if she just decided, I want to write 10 chapters without Legosi or Lewis or Haru, then that'd be difficult to do. But with this, it's like we can come back to whatever characters we want to come back to, but we don't have to stick with any characters. We can just jump all around the world and timeline and all that. And I think that's amazing. So, long intro, sorry for that, but I wanted to tell you like my planned schedule for this, and just generally talk about some thoughts since it's been like 2 weeks since I've done a video. But yeah, I'm loving it thus far, and this one is Chapter 8, The Pig and the Peacock. And of course, the pig was a member of the... Oh, this is actually really weird. The pig is a member of the hidden condo, and he was a taxidermist. And the reason I said that's weird is because I was like, oh, who's this little like red panda looking person? But that's gotta be... That's so weird. So a taxidermist in this world, that's a person. Also, we see this peacock cop here, and they look familiar. I think we saw them in Beastars as well. And there were a lot of like background character like police officers and stuff that we saw that could be fleshed out into actual characters in Beast Complex. So this is really cool. I'm pretty sure we did see this peacock cop in the past. Okay. Even in death, he wants to be together before their memories fade away. Okay, and we see a zebra then. The body is still in excellent condition. Your wife's stripes are still pristine. I can also fix her eyes, so don't worry. Really? You can really bring back bring back my wife. Of course, I'll have her stuffed to perfection. The ugliness of a pig, the loveliness of a rabbit, the nobility of a horse, the strength of a tiger. So it's so weird because these are like people. It's so strange, but at the same time, it's kind of interesting how he's, again, like what he's doing for this guy's wife, preserving the nobility of a horse or the strength of a tiger for them. It's very interesting. Each animal is different. That's why every form is worthy of being preserved. Animals suspended in time are much more beautiful than when they were alive. Carnivores tend to be more dangerous near the end of the year. I better close the shop early. And there's a creak, and we see the cop come in. I don't remember creating such a masterpiece. I have no idea when such a masterpiece sought the light. You're Eugene, the taxidermist. And they left the second E off in Beastars, so I don't know if it's supposed to be Eugen or Eugene, but I'm going to just stick with Eugene here, because maybe it was just a typo in Beastars. I'm on patrol in this district. You're a policeman then. Thank you for your service. I've heard rumors in the police station, but I didn't know there really is a pig doing taxidermy for a living. Your business is in a gray area, so I've been told to keep an eye on you. Nice to meet you. Gray area? Even if it's not against the law, it's still in bad taste to be in this kind of business. There is a demand for it, the demand to preserve family members or famous celebrities. And foremost, all animals are equally beautiful. Equally? Are you one of them, though? Ugliness, too, results into a beauty of some kind. Really. A paradox, but a very wise one. I'll remember it. Thanks. Those are pretty mean words, but that didn't matter. You made all of these amazing. As I was in front of a living piece of art. I was overwhelmed. If you like them so much, I'll give you one. Here, freshly plucked. Everyone admires these feathers, without knowing they're a crude weapon used by males to lure females into having sex. I think that's a good thing. Each animal's form has a purpose. That's why everyone is equally beautiful. I actually really find Eugene super interesting here. How he finds the ugliness of a pig beautiful in its own way, because pigs were supposed to be ugly. Or how he finds, like, a tiger is supposed to be noble, and so that has its own beauty different from, just physically looking pretty. I like that. Just as your feathers are. That's why everyone is equally beautiful, just as your feathers are. I really like his character. His name is Gerbera. At least that's how I'm going to pronounce it for now. After we first met, he came back to my shop frequently. The two of us even went out some nights to have a drink. Even drunk, he was beautiful. Hi, Eugene, you're amazing. Or you're amusing. I owe you an apology. For what? For saying your business was in poor taste. It's fine. It's not. I'll do anything you want as an apology. I'm serious, Eugene. You'll do anything? And then, oh man, some of these panels are so cool. The way, like, reality and imagination is being mixed here and there, like when he saw him on stage. I'm just a bit surprised that you'd put me in a case. To be honest, I feel like a preserved flower right now. Preserved flower. Yeah, that's it. My mother gave me the name Gerbera so that I would be like a flower. Up until now, I've been working hard. All of my works. What kind of life have they lived? I've never made any effort to find out. She said she hoped I'd live my whole life in full bloom, but without being preserved like this, it's impossible to bloom forever. Would you want to stuff me, Eugene? What a sentence. Eh? I've been assigned to District 17. District 17, the place with a lot of predation cases. It's a dangerous place that most herbivores wouldn't go near. Peacocks like me tend to be harassed in the workplace, just because we have frivolous feathers and flirtatious natures. Gerbera, no way. Shortly after I'm transferred, one of those carnivores will prey on me and eat me piece by piece. Please, Eugene, do it now. I can't, Gerbera. All animals are worthy of being preserved. And again, see, I love this. All of the cases lifting off of the ones that have been there this entire chapter. All animals are equally beautiful, right? I don't know how to keep on blooming. I'm just an empty peacock who works as a public servant at the behest of my parents. The only thing that has meaning for me is the beauty of my feathers. Suspend me in time, please. I get it, Gerbera, but I can't do it today, not without preparation. Meet me here tomorrow, and I'll do it. And we see back at the hidden condo, he has a pair of scissors, and he's sharpening them. And then Gerbera wakes up, and we have Lugosi in the background. Eugene? And then he shows up, and the place is just filled with flowers. This is really beautiful. This is such a... Again, Paru, the master of these single chapter storylines. I'm just getting emotional just from the art going along with this story. Are they Gerberas? I'm sorry if I don't know how to pronounce this flower's name. Yes, 500 fresh Gerberas. What? Eugene, I think you got it wrong. This is my gift for your transfer. Please accept it. I want you to keep blooming and be fresh and alive like these flowers, so I can watch them wither and die while I'm in a dangerous place. I'll give you some shears too. They'll last longer if you take care of them. And I can't just take all these flowers home. Can you hand them out at work? Might be a good idea. No matter life or death, beautiful or ugly, we carry on. Our equal life is shining. Next issue, a color cover. Geez, I'm getting emotional. I'm starting to tear up just at this chapter. Banner reads Security Improvement in Progress. Hi, I'm giving away 1 flower per animal today. And this is so cool. Like, we see all these dangerous looking, like, Yakuza thug types. But he's just this cop that got transferred handing out flowers to them. That's so good. I was tearing up just from this. What an incredible chapter. Like, the art and stories and characters just go so well together. And I freaking love Eugene now. That's so good. I cannot understate how brilliant Padu is for this. Like, I'm in awe. I don't know how to move on to the next chapter right now, even. And there's funny edits that, I don't know, I guess maybe I'll just glance over them real quick before I move on, but jeez. That was just so beautiful. I was looking at a living piece of art, that Lugosi panel. Oh, that's so good. And yeah, I ship them, totally. That was so good. That might be the best chapter so far, but I don't know, like, some of the other chapters have been great too. Jeez, I'm sorry, I'm just like speechless, tripping over my words. Alright. Chapter 9, the Shiba Inu and the Shiba Inu. And I don't remember the Shiba Inu's name from Beastars, but they were a model, I think. Yeah, they were a model, and they said they just got paid from last year, so they were taking the year easy. Alright, and I love these color covers as well, these watercolor, like frontispieces. They're so good. Alright, the Shiba Inu and the Shiba Inu, locked inside his heart. This girl is the new face of the year. Have you considered buying a calendar? And we see Mugi. Wait, Mugi was the one. I thought Mugi was a guy though. So this is interesting. I wonder was Mugi a woman all along? Or are they going to be playing around with some gender stuff here, which could be interesting? Either way, I'm excited to see where they go with this. I'm definitely going with Mugi-chan on this one. She just keeps getting cuter every year. Man, she really does have an adorable face. And we see, yeah, Mugi just in this, like, trashy apartment. Laying on the floor. This is so interesting. And the manager's calling. What? Mugi, a spot just opened up. Can you make room for a photo shoot? Are you free tomorrow? We already shot for the next year. I have a schedule, you know? Oh please, all you do is eat and sleep. We're starting in the usual studio at 10 sharp. Be there. And then the cat manager just sighs. And will Mugi be fine tomorrow? I'm not sure. We're talking about a dog who only does one shoot per year and sleeps throughout the rest. Anyway, he's good at his job. In this, the face shape is a bit different on this one. This is interesting. And they put, or no. Anyway, he's good at his job. Okay, and we're cutting back to Mugi's modeling then. And we see them in different outfits. And then lighting a cigarette. Mugi, I'll give you credit for being on time, but you need to stop smoking. You've been making your fur worse year by year. Then just Photoshop it. I'm gonna be 40 soon. I'm practically ancient. It gets harder every year for me to play the part of an energetic, cute girl. No, wait, that's not... Excuse me? Lilia-san has come to say hi. Whoa, you're Mugi-chan with the absolutely adorable face? I'm Lilia, the Pomeranian. Ah, so cute. She's the new girl in our studio, and she's always admiring you. You must not have expected that I'm an old fart. Sorry about that. You're tiny. I'm a bit surprised, but my respect for you hasn't changed at all. I'm a Shiba Inu, and you're a Pomeranian. We're both big trouble, despite our cute faces. We're very strong-willed and hot-tempered. Shiba Inu, polar bears, otters. These are the three species hailed as the three most adorable faces. Super cute big three. I've been doing a calendar gravure for years, and yet people still buy them like idiots, just to see a Shiba Inu doing his best to flirt with them. And translators note, gravure is a type of female model in Japan. They play on innocence rather than outright showing anything inappropriate, and gravure models typically go on to have entertainment careers in Japan. I've been doing it for a while because it pays well, but I don't know why I'm still doing it. Back when I was a 27-year-old NEET. Hey, what's your breed? Well, my parents are both Shiba Inu. That's good. Hey, I have a nice job for you. Didn't you say my job is an extra for a movie? Also, I'm a male? It's fine, just wear it. Great, you really are talented. It's like the standard procedure for broke girls to make their debut in a porno. Here's your bill. And then they ring it up. We'll stock up on jerky for Japanese dogs next week. As your fellow Shiba Inu, I highly suggest it. So this is cool. We're seeing the difference between this cute face Shiba Inu who became a model and all that, but who's kind of like, I don't want to say he's like bitter or anything. What's the word I'm looking? Just burnt out at the world? I don't know. But then we see this other one, like this cheerful Shiba Inu, who instead of going into such a glamorous, like, I don't want to say easy job, because it's not really, but who's just working at a convenience store, and it's a very, very different existence right now. That's really cool. There was a time when I was just like that part-time girl, But as the years went by, a divide grew between the born cute-faced Shiba Inu and who I really am. Ah, a gray fur. Mugi, it's time to think about some touch-up on your face. What do you think? And the manager is showing him a brochure for plastic surgery. And look at the cheeks, so beautiful. The more I grow, the more fake I become. I can't. I'm not gonna fix my face. My limit's at skirts and dresses. Mugi, I hate to say this, but your aging is too much for Photoshop to fix. Right now you need to get rid of your beer belly. Huh, can't believe you of all people would suggest me a diet. And of course I noticed it before how from when they first showed up and recruited Mugi to now the cat is like a lot bigger. You need to learn how the world works. Truth is, fat cats are universally loved, but fat dogs look miserable. You have to accept this unfairness between our species. Fat cats are universally loved, but fat dogs look miserable. What the hell? That's the type of world you were born in. You've come this far, just hold on, Shiba Inu. Got it, and he puts on a cute face. It's easy to accept the unfairness when you get told directly. I'll hold on a little longer. we see just the cute face as he's walking along. Oh, hey, is that Mugi-chan? Seems so, eh? Is that how she looks in real life? Excuse me, are you Mugi-chan, the calendar idol? You're an old fart. Really? I read a lot on the net, something like Mugi-chan is done for, or it's Lilia's era now, or the absolutely adorable face is a fraud. And see, it's interesting, but wouldn't they know, given that, like, it's been over 10 years for Mugi in this business? From the time they were 27 to now being almost 40. And Mugi just clocks this dude. Adorable, absolutely adorable face this, absolutely adorable face that. You dare judge me based on a stupid comment. Let me tell you this. Not even once did I ask any of you to love me. I love this. The end of an absolutely adorable face, a bumping of shoulders results in a furious punch. Shiba Inu, Mugi-chan is an old man? And we see the tabloid. With those frilly clothes and adorable smile, how surprised would you be to know that Mugi, the Shiba Inu who healed the world, is in reality an old drunkard? An instant change. At a bar district in Indian Bridge, 2 tigers accidentally bumped into Mugi, the calendar idol. The tigers apologized immediately, but Mugi punched one of them in the face while being drunk. That's so interesting. And now we see Mugi with the manager. I was such a hotshot that I'd end up in a weekly magazine? Well, I am quite a big deal, huh? You think now's a good time to joke about it? I can't believe how far you've fallen. Sorry, guess I'm fired. No, I'm not giving up on you, Mugi. Why don't you try again in a new flow? You said Shiba Inu are strong-willed and hot-tempered, right? Would you try this direction? So I wonder if like a more mature male model is now like a future career path. Who would want to look at an unattractive Shiba Inu? Forget about me. Mugi, just think about it. Get me 1 carton of number 23. Okay. And we see them ringing up the cigarettes. And we have the cute-faced. And their name tag says Sheepa, so I'm going to just go with that. Sheepa working. A small Shiba Inu punched a tiger out of anger. So cool. I, too, would like to be a Shiba Inu like you. I'm working for you, Mugi. I'm rooting for you, Mugi-chan. I like that. Showing that, again, like some of the things that Haru went through in the main Beastars series, like always just being considered cute all the time. They're like, I'd like to be taken more seriously. It's so cool that you did that. Pretty much. I like that. And now we get back to the hidden condo. His true cry has reached someone, and he puts up the poster of himself as like just this screaming old man one. Should I go for it? Who knows? That was cool. I like it. Again, I like this cool societal stuff that they were able to do here. A lot of the text is visible and able to be recognized in page 17, but doesn't have any bearing on the plot, nods to other works. We decided to leave it to preserve Paru's art and to show the connection reference to a real-life street in Shinjuku City. The cover also has references to real-life ads for signage in Yokohama. Okay, that's really cool. And we have some more funny edits I'll glance over really quick. And the Ibuki cosplay one is funny. Okay, sorry, just glancing over all these really quick. I don't know if he's Fuki or Legosi, and at this point, I'm too afraid to ask. That's so good. These were really good ones. So again, go check out the Hybrid Gumi translation for the funny edits if you want. Alright, moving along then. I am, how long has this been? Hasn't been that long, right? I'm going to keep recording. I'm going to do chapter 10, maybe chapter 11 as well. I don't want to stop reading, and that's going to be the hard part of doing this every other week, is waiting until I get time to record more Beast Complex again. But then again, I also don't want to catch up, because then I'm going to be stuck waiting a week for each chapter to come out. But yeah, either way. Alright, Beast Complex chapter 10, The Crow and the Kangaroo, and actually, this one's probably about... I wouldn't have remembered them if I hadn't gone back and read chapter 115. There was a crow whose name I also forget, but it was an albino crow that, like, was all jacked because they had to fend off people that were always coming for them because they're rare and albino and all that. Clean, pure, and white. The reason everyone in this city likes milk is because it's white. The Crow and the Kangaroo. Houses, roads, stores, mailboxes, even the residents. Everything is white in district. Oh God, I don't remember. Is that Phi? I don't remember my or is it Sigma? I don't remember. Phi maybe. I don't remember my Greek alphabet. What's with the pure white town without a cloud in sight? Or what's with the pure white town without a cloud in sight? Ebisu, okay, that was his name, yeah. Ebisu, you're going to the meeting, right? Let's go together. Have you heard? Last night in District 17, there was a polar bear who got murdered. Their pelt was skinned clean off. It's kind of scary. Any bright that goes outside District... Okay, so this... They might call albinos brights then. Or maybe just brights or anything with pure white, like fur or feathers or whatever. And because poachers might want to kill them for their fur or feathers or whatever, they have their own district here. So it'll be interesting to see how or why Ebisu moved out of the district. Okay, that's cool. Okay. Any bright that goes outside district, I'm just going to stick with Phi, is literally walking into their own death. Animals that are completely white-furred are referred to as brights. There are a lot of white animals, but it's hard to find a true bright. Brights are considered valuable for this feature, and so we are common targets in society. Would Haru not count then? I wonder. I assume they're holding the meeting because of that murder then. Could be, but only the bright live in this district, so we should be fine. Oh, yo, you heading to the meeting too? Or you headed to the meeting too? Orion. Their design is cool. Bright means shining, and this almost seems cult-like here. That's cool. Why are the bright being targeted? Delicious meat, valuable fur, bones used to... Okay. Okay, and bones used to ward evil. They have a translator's note. We, the District 5 residents, are shining and precious. We'll get through this together. Hey, that girl called you Orion. That girl you called Orion. Who is she? The female kangaroo? She's famous. Famous? I've never even heard of her. Well, it's her nickname. That girl has some spots on her crotch that look like Orion. Crotch spots. How did you know about that? Because me and most of the guys have seen them. She's sleeping with us just to stay in this district. Damn, that's sad. So again, this might, like the cult-likeness, that stuff, like all of the creepiness and weird stuff, I like how we're starting to build to how or why Ebisu gets out of District 5 or whatever. That's really cool. And then this freak out panel. What the heck? That day, I covered myself in mud in a white park. What are you doing? And she walks up to him. It's you from earlier. I'm Ebisu. I'm an albino crow. What are you doing here? I'm watching an albino crow covering himself in mud. Leave me alone. I'm sick and tired of this city. You're pretty funny. Are you a comedian? As I thought, you're a shallow woman just like they said. Even so, she's beautiful. So, do you want to see the Orion too? I heard you talking about me at the meeting. I'm not a bright. The guys in the district association said that if I sleep with all the men here, I can continue to stay. You can't see the stars from this district. It's tough, but there's no way around it. That's how it is in District 5. The district itself is so bright and dazzling, you can't even see the stars in the night sky. Those stars are beautiful. I don't want to see these stars, though. Hey, if you don't mind, I don't know why, but I want to be the only male to not call you Orion. And then he throws mud on her as well. Don't you have spots on your crotch anyway? A little mud won't make any difference. What a joke. And she laughs, and then slaps him. And then we cut ahead. Sorry for the wait. Here's your regular sized banana milk. And we see the milk stand. Hey Orion, you free tonight? What, tonight? A senpai of mine wants to meet you. He knows about your situation, so he's insisting. Well, I guess. Excuse me, but I'd like an extra large whole milk. And we have the slap mark on Ebisu's face. Go away. Why? I'm ordering this because I want to get plenty of protein and get built. Unlike this kiddo, I'm not a banana juice sucker. What? I also came to apologize for yesterday. Do you mind if I wait until after your shift? That day, she and I walked until we were exhausted. My spots? I wasn't born with them. I come from generations of brights, but for some reason I started getting spots on my crotch when I was 12. My parents freaked out when they saw them, and eventually the district leaders found out too. And you accepted their demands. So again, this is like some crazy cult. And it makes Ebisu's character as this jacked albino crow living in the hidden condo so much cooler, getting just a badass backstory like this for him. I can't imagine a life outside of this place. I've been told my whole life that the outside world is scary. I think this district is even scarier. But you've never even seen the outside world either. You're just like them. Everyone in District 5 is scared of their own shadows. I'm not like them. I've decided that I don't want to see your spots until you want me to. Oh, is that Orion? Eh? And then, what the? He gets grabbed. Ebisu, an albino crow, and this one's worth a fortune. What the hell, let me out. And this one's nice and young, good catch. Just run. Leave me. Shut up and stay still. Translator's note. On the billboard, 30-minute parking. Please do not park for more than 30 minutes. Parking lot managed by camera. 30 minutes, 200 yen. This store will check the status of your parking. We already left District 5 without noticing. Is this the outside world? Go, get the car. This giant bird won't stop struggling. Hold on. And then she just punts him. And he sees the spots. And she grabs onto him. And so on that day, they were brave enough to venture out. We left District 5 for the first and final time. So he runs away with her. Ebisu is the most badass character in Beastars. And especially knowing that after this, he did actually go and get jacked. That's so cool. Ebisu is the GOAT. The best. Beast Complex 10 was released in Japan on 2021, January 21st. It features a white kangaroo. On 2021, January 23rd, a red kangaroo in New York Zoo confirmed its baby to be all white. It's a strange coincidence, and so we wanted to share the news here as well. That's so cool. That's so cool. Alright. The biblically accurate angel one. That one's great. Sir, this is a book stand. Alright, I'm going to read chapter 11. That was a really good chapter. I don't think anything's hit me as emotionally as chapter 8. And especially chapter 8, Eugene was such a cool character that got me really emotional. And I felt like the story was just the most whole and complete and, like, I don't know, beautiful of them. But I also, like, I really liked last chapter. Last chapter was just a strong, funny chapter revolving around Mugi and all that did still speak to some societal stuff. It was, again, I always say that Beast Complex is basically a sociology or psychology textbook. But chapter 10 was really, really great too. There was a lot that's, like, so messed up and, like, was really uncomfortable to read. But I think it was just important in showing how, like, once she saw, oh wow, this is the outside world outside of here? Wow, it is dangerous. I'm gonna just punt this guy. And how Ebisu brought her out of there. And just knowing from having read Beastars, that it ends up with him being super jacked. So I wonder then if she was around as well. Like, where was she at during Beastars? This is so cool though. That was really, really great. Or maybe something bad did happen to her, and because of that, it's why he ended up succeeding in getting jacked and everything. So that's cool. I feel like we could get another chapter with those characters. That was amazing. Either way, though, let me check my recording real quick, and then I'll move on to Chapter 11. Alright, let's just jump straight in. Chapter 11 is called The Eagle and the Gerbil. So I guess this is a backstory for, I don't remember his name, like Rika or something like that. And I don't remember the gerbil's name. But their story was interesting. They were a little bit fleshed out even during Beastars. But either way, oh my, what could the big cats be wiping their faces for? Also, we might get to see, like, one of the big reasons that she kept him around and he flew her to work and everything is because she said it was so dangerous for a small rodent out there to get to work and everything. So we could see, like, why she grew that opinion or whatever here, maybe. Look at this. It's just like the saying, cats wipe their faces when it's going to rain. And with how frequent thunderstorms have been lately, we're seeing even more of this phenomenon. What's the relationship between these two, in the high sky? I saw the news at work. It seems this extreme weather isn't ending anytime soon. Oh? Sorry, but I don't fly during storms. What? What are you talking about? You're just a moocher. I just hate thunder. My job is to take this gerbil to work. I make full use of these incredible wings I was born with, and Fina-sama, feeds me. I'm enjoying the life of the world's smartest stellar sea eagle. That's so cool. And damn, for some reason they gave Fina hips here. Okay, Paru. You must be tired from working all that overtime, right? Let's take a scenic detour tonight. Ah, that's very thoughtful of you. Getting to live this worry-free. Oh, Rika, you know, makes every day seem nice. I'm getting married. And then we have the shock on his face. Hey, Rika, come on, did you hear me? I'm getting married. I really hate lightning. And again, like, how would he not know this? Does she have this much of a life without him? I thought he just basically flew her everywhere. You'd think he would know if she was dating someone. It's humiliating to be scared of those long, scrawny lights. The stellar sea eagle is a proud creature with vast wings. I'm begging you, please don't get married. If you do, how will I survive? Just go get a job like a normal person. Is he a gerbil? Yeah, he's Fujioka-san from the gerbil from sales at work. Why? How can you live with me and be attracted to a guy who can't fly? And he has a weird name, too. He should at least be a stern male bird with great wings. You know, I've never once been attracted to you. And then the lightning flashed again. Did you say there'd be storms more often this year, Fina? So, I'll pick you up and drop you off during storms too, so just keep feeding me. It's a nice offer, but you crash-landed today, the moment lightning struck, 'cause you suddenly dropped that marriage bombshell. I'll protect my freeloader lifestyle at all costs. Yeah, that's mooching. I'll fight off lightning, thunder, and any other natural disasters to do so. My training to overcome lightning began the next day. Gah! And we see him just scared and falling. Again. This guy. Wah! How far are you willing to go just to avoid working? I'm out. It's too scary. Come on then, let's go home. Hey Fina, just what can your fiancé do for you that I can't? 'Cause I've done so much. Just for you. I practiced flying gently every day so that I wouldn't shake you. When you got a promotion at work, I gave you an aerobatic flight, to celebrate on our way home. Stop, she's saying. Can your pea-sized fiancé even do that? You've been trying to convince me for days, and I really hated that aerobatic thing, that aerobatic flight. It's starting to rain. This terrible weather isn't stopping soon. I think it's gonna storm. Good. Just what I need. A chance to stop the marriage. Whoa, you're shaking me. Take it easy, Rika. If I don't do it now, when? My life as a freeloader depends on it. Whoa, wait, it's not just your freeloading lifestyle. My life's in danger now too. I'd rather us fall than you getting married. Don't get married, Fina. Any moment now, lightning will strike. I'm scared of both her marriage and the lightning. Why am I so afraid? And then the lightning crashes. God, this is so good. And we see it's him being born. No, I don't want to leave. I don't want to go to the outside world. I just want to stay in this egg, always safe and sound. Was I always lazy from the moment I was born? And we have him flying out of the storm. It's been raining like crazy. Thank God it stopped. Right, Rika? It's beautiful. I guess I shouldn't have been so afraid of myself. What's wrong, Rika? I don't know. Feels like I'm a chick again. Hey, Fina, be honest with me. Do you really think I have what it takes to make it on my own? And it's like such a cool way to tell a story about like having to try to support yourself. Of course, the views are never going to be the same without you. Jeez, that makes me sad though. I loved their relationship. Maybe things won't work out between her and the random guy from sales, because it's weird getting up with a random guy from work anyway. So, yeah, let me just keep shipping this eagle and gerbil or whatever. Oh no, I'm looking at the funny edits. Alright. I think I might end this here. Okay, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. So it's 4 chapters, don't want to go any further. Again, like I said, I'll do a video every other week and I'll cover as many chapters as I feel like doing. I feel like if I push any more, I might just not have the energy or the voice left for it. But yeah, either way, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that. Follow on Twitter if you want. If you're not linked to the Discord server, ask and I'll give you one. And if you want to help support the channel on Patreon, it is patreon.com/Haku of the tubes, or a link will be in the description. And it really does help me keep making videos. But yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.